Hey guys, I'm Chad Gallagher, one of the co-founders here at SlateHouse Property Management. And I just kind of want to give you a little background about who we are at SlateHouse and kind of how we do things. So we actually started the company in 2012, myself and Nate Jones, and we're actually investors just like yourself. So we started out as investors and we started to buy some properties. We're actually looking around for a property management company that we could hire and just didn't really find anything we liked. So we decided to start our own, and it turned out a bunch of other investors had a similar need. We decided to start SlateHouse on a couple of basic principles. We believe really strongly in technology, so whenever possible we're going to use best-in-class tech, either utilizing tech that we can license or actually sometimes building our own. So we use about 10 to 15 different technologies here, which we'll get into in these various videos. We also believe in transparency, so everything is super transparent of how we do things. You can access information on your property and always understand what's going on. We also believe in keeping costs as low as possible, and that really helps with both tech and economies of scale. So economies of scale are something we'll talk a lot about here at SlateHouse to kind of keep costs down and help you get better returns to the company. And the last thing is we're built to scale. So because of tech, you can actually scale a property management company way better than you could before, when all the processes were very manual and you're using different paper and that kind of stuff. So you won't see any filing cabinets here at SlateHouse, for example. Everything's up in the cloud in a very tech-friendly manner that really anyone in the company or owner can access at any given time, really right in your smartphone. Let's talk about our fees for a little bit. So our fees are really simple. We charge 7% of collected rent. So if no rent comes in, we're not charging you anything. We then charge half a month's rent to find a tenant. So that's a one-time fee. If there's already a tenant in place, no charge there. Just a one-time fee of 0.5% rent to find a tenant. And then the last fee is, we do believe really strongly in increasing rent once a year here at SlateHouse. So when the lease is over, we'll go back to the tenant, we'll renegotiate a rent increase between 2 to 4%. If we're able to get an increase in rent of somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 4% or more, if it warrants it, we'll charge a one-time fee of $100. So that's it. 3 basic fees. What you don't hear in there, any kind of like startup costs or setup fees. We don't have any of that. We also don't charge a fee for evictions. So we'll have a whole video on evictions and how we do that, but there's no kind of eviction fee or any other weird fees that sometimes private management companies charge. The only thing that we do have is essentially we do require a deposit on the property, typically $250, and that's just a deposit. So that's not a fee. That just basically, it's almost like setting up a checking account where you need $250 in the account to get started. That's just what allows us to actually pay your bills over the course of the month. And we'll talk more through kind of monthly processes and bills as we go here. But no fees to get started and all the setup work and all that kind of stuff. If you do want to see a contract, happy to kind of send that over to you. The contract is actually month to month. It's a really nice benefit here at SlateHouse. We're not locking you into a long-term deal in any way. So if you're not happy or if for some reason you sell the property, whatever, you can kind of get out of that contract. We've been really successful here kind of building a business by just doing what we say we're going to do. We work really hard. We really care. It sounds kind of cliche. But this is a tough business. You know, property management is not something most people kind of dream of doing someday, but we love it here, and we work really, really hard for our owners, and that's kind of been one of our keys to success. The last thing I'll say is we are built for the long haul. So our leadership team is relatively young, and you know, in general, our goal is to build a company for the next 10, 20, 30 years. We have no, reasons to want to sell or anything like that. So I just bring it up because if you're looking to work with a property management company for a long time, maybe build a portfolio or even just have one property that you want to hold for a while, we'll be here for you and are excited to kind of work with you through that process. I hope this is helpful. We'll have some more videos coming up to kind of explain all our various processes, but I just kind of wanted to kind of start off with who we are and we'll go from there. Thanks.